What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. It's Friday, Take Action Fridays. So let's give it up for quick sponsor. So today's sponsor, as you guys may already know, is going to be the Imperfect Action Con. So the Imperfect Action Con is next month um, in Los Angeles, right? Entrepreneurship, digital marketing, content, NFTs, credit. We're going to be giving you guys a lot of value. So you definitely do not want to miss that. The tickets will be in the link below. Make sure you grab your ticket. Now, as you guys know, on Imperfect Action Fridays, Take Action Fridays, um, we bring a business on and we allow them to ask questions. Excuse me. We allow them to ask questions in real time so we can give them some real gems. So today we're gonna have a couple of businesses come on and give some gems. So actually, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to send a link out to our community. I'll let them know we are on and popping, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna get into the show. So give me 1 second. Now to jump on. I got so it's Friday, and Friday is interesting because Friday is a day where people leave work early. They head out of town. Um, they turn it down. They turn it off. All that type of stuff. And it's actually an opportunity. It's a day for people that are really, really serious about growing their business. It's a day for them to either invest in themselves, invest in their business, or in some cases, even get ahead. So your competition may be taking a break. Your competition may be taking the foot off the gas. Your competition may not be taking their situation serious, which gives you the opportunity to catch up. Also, the weekends is great because what happens also is it gives you the opportunity to get some things done that you may not have been able to get done during the week. You know what I mean? So this is a great opportunity for you to take advantage of what you need to do to invest in your business and get ahead. So Monday you can hit them with the running start. You know what I'm saying? So, oh look who it is. What's going on?
Hey,
What's going
morning.
on? What's going on? What's going on? Look, you live. I can see. Look right here. Look, you live. So I know this is your first time coming on, and you may not be too familiar with what the Imperfect Action Show is, but I've been doing this show since January, Monday through Friday, and basically it's a show about marketing and business. And typically, I bring a guest on, so we share a marketing strategy, tip, or lesson, free value, so you can level up. So there may be something that people can get from it that they can implement right away, or might be something that strategy. They're like, hey, listen, I think I can put this to motion and get a result. So on Fridays recently, this is the third Friday that I've been doing it. I got this segment called Take Action Fridays. So basically, during Take Action Fridays, I bring a business owner on, entrepreneurs such as yourself, and then you give me like a real issue that you may be going with or something that you may be thinking about, and then we're just gonna strategize live. So that's what today's about. All right. So uh, tell people a little bit about who you are, what your business is, city you're in, all of that stuff.
Good morning. Blessed morning. My name is Nurse B from the Backpack, and I live in Miami, Florida. So basically, I'm a post-op concierge nurse, and what I do
A post
is
op. Don't just say it like you just like let the people know what it is. You're a post op
post-op
concierge nurse.
concierge nurse. So
Okay, so what does that mean?
basically, I just when people have cosmetic surgery like BBLs, lipo,
Yeah.
hips, rounds one, two, and three. I am the nurse that comes to their home or their Airbnb or their hotel. So I have people flying in from all over, to come get my services. And basically, you pick a package, whether it's a 3 day, 5 day, or 7 day, for me basically to reinforce within my nurse scope of practice, what the doctor orders are to care for you for those days to get you on your road to recovery. So I do the showering. Well, with surgery, you can't typically shower till like day two. So you're like all nasty and whatever day one, and you're real emotional and you're crying, maybe you throwing up, maybe you laughing. It's a roller coaster. Everybody is different.
Yeah,
Everybody pain tolerance is different. I can say it's very emotional, like internally. Some people go through depression. Some people like I don't know. It's just like mixed emotions, and it's crazy how that does. But I'm that one that, like, if you go on my page, you'll see some of the people crying on my shoulders. I'm that nurse that really like push you. You don't want to do it because you've been tired and you've been sleeping. You just, want to be left alone. But we get it cracking.
got you, got
So,
you. So, how long have you been in this business?
I've been a nurse for I think about 15 years, and I just started basically the post op. Like I opened up my business, starting off with like the supplies for the surgery, and I did that since September. So September this year, 18th will be 1 year that I've been in business. And then in January, I just started incorporating the nursing because I'm just like, hey, I'm tired of working for people. Why not work for myself? I done been everywhere, like, and I just want to just do something that I can do, be my own boss, cuss
Got you.
myself out and do things. So,
So, first of all, I think that the services that you're providing is definitely a service that's needed. So, I feel like from the emotional support you provide to obviously the service that you provide, I think that both those two things work hand in hand, and I can understand why your clients will really appreciate the service that you provide for sure. So,
yeah, because you get real intimate, like you be real intimate, especially like because they can't shower for themselves. So, I have box in my face all day, and I'm giving medicine. I mean, it get real crazy, but I
what's
love it though.
what's the average recovery time after surgery?
So it typically depends on your body, your healing stages. If you have any underlying issues, medical issues or anything, and then like your pain tolerance, and then what procedure you had most of, important. So if you're having a BBL or just lipo in a BBL, typically like that takes 6 months to heal externally and then like up to a year internally to heal. So, but like for my portion, I'm just like after you come out the emergency room, like if you were at the hospital, I'm the next nurse that's going to take care of you until you go home. So, talking to your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, whoever you got coming, answering their questions. I'm cooking, I'm doing your cleaning, I'm cleaning your garments for you. I'm going with you while you're getting your massages, making sure they're not, harming you, giving medication and walking and support because it's crazy.
6 months sounds like a long commitment.
It is because guess what? You got to wear these garments, compression garments, and you have to go from like a stage one, stage two, stage three. And then I have like a technique, and I just posted it this morning on Instagram, like a technique that I use to help them get their fluid out and to start the compression so they can get that, they want that body. Everybody want to look good. So
So, all right, I want to get into obviously some of the marketing stuff, but 6 months are is that hard for some clients to maintain what they need to make sure like they get the results that they want in 6 months? Like, are people falling off in that time as far as what they need to do, and then
they,
how hard is it for them to get back on the right track?
it's very hard, and a lot of people fall off about it. People come into, and that's another reason why I kind of got into it, switch my gears, because women come into this really blindsided. And there's like a lot of groups and stuff that I'm in and that they have for surgery people. And, a lot of people do a lot of steering because they say, oh, you don't need a nurse. Oh, you don't need this. You can bring your husband. I brought my sister. I brought my niece, my daughter, whoever. when that's all fine and dandy, but your sister, your daughter, your husband, if they're not a licensed or registered professional, technically they're not supposed to care for you. Because if something happens after that, they're liable for that and they're not practicing, up under any license. So I always tell people, because I have concierge, which I don't do a full 24 hours unless you want to pay that extra fee for it. It's good to bring someone else for the time when I'm leaving. Like I leave towards the end of the night. So I'm with you. Like surgery usually happens between 5:30 in the morning to up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm with you for that time, doing your vitals, making sure you have your IV solution, making sure you having a little bit of soup, some carbs to see what you can hold down, giving you um typically your medicine you kind of sometimes get it the following day because they already gave you some ER, but you're going through that phase when the anesthesia is wearing off, the pain is kicking in, the crying, the hot, the cold, it's crazy, and a lot of people don't want to stay compressed in their garments, and that's like key with the massages. Like you have to get that fluid out and you
Yeah,
have to stay compressed for you to get that body. And a lot of people go on social media and say, oh, I want to look like her and her, but not knowing that these people that's looking extra extra good, they done had about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 surgeries, seriously, you know but they know from their first round or their second round that they needed, that post-op care, somebody to really care for them and give them the real deal, make them walk. They pass out, they faint, anything can go on, because your body took in that major surgery. So I'm there, just there.
so what are you okay? So two things that kind of resonate with me, right? And then I
Uh-huh.
want to ask you what what are some of the things that you may be having challenges with in the business. But one of the things that resonate with me is you said that a lot of the women coming in here are blindsided, right? They're
Damn.
blindsided because they don't have any idea, what's going to happen after the surgery. Like, they may not know they need 4 6 months up to a year externally and internally to fully recover. And then what their life is going to look like because they're doing that. And then they balance in the real life stuff that they were doing before they decided that they wanted to, get the surgery and stuff like that. So, and I assume that obviously there's a lot of mindset stuff going on in too. So like how are you? I think there's a void there, and maybe because this is your category, and you can let me know. Is there a void there currently in the marketplace where women, like you said, are blindsided? They don't really know where to go to get the real expectation or the real information about the decision that they're going to make to move forward in getting surgery.
Well, that's a yes and a no, because some people know because they went through round one, but then they project their feelings and stuff on the other girls, so they kind of scare them off and everything. And then there's a lot of girls who just come in like, oh, I'm going to get a BBL, and they just go and they don't know nothing. And then I think the void is because, you know, a lot of people want to look good, but don't want to pay for what they have to look good to do,
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
they feel like, they'll pay the doctor. Okay, I'm paying my thousands to get the surgery. And now I don't want to really pay for post op because that's when I'm going to bring somebody home from home with me. But then when you falling out, what they going to do? If you faint, if your sugar drop, do they know what to do? If you seize, do they know what to do? If they go, into a diabetic coma, anything can happen. If they start bleeding out, do they know that just because they're bleeding, that's not really all blood? Do they know what color to look for to know when something is wrong? Do they know any signs and symptoms of, okay, she's about to go into shock, or, he's about to go into shock, whichever, whoever's doing it, you know? Do they know that when you're projecting emesis with vomiting, sorry, nursing terms, but when you're vomiting, that it's okay at some times because that is still some of the fluids coming
That's
out
like
because you're not, Yeah, you're not eating and you have all that medication in you and you haven't eaten since, remember, you can't eat since 12 a.m. the following day. So if your surgery is at 10 o'clock, you're already going on 12 hours not eating, and then you're down in surgery. And then when you're up, that's the last thing you're thinking about because you want a pain pill, or
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you typically want your medicine and to be left alone, you know. So do they know these things? No, they don't. I get a lot of people in my inbox that say, you know what? I just was reading, no lie, like three people just said, you know what? I really should have went with you. I shouldn't have went where I went. I should have went with you. And don't worry, I'm coming back because, this and that. No, seriously. And then I mean, you can't please everybody, but for the mostly, like I please all my people because I give them the real on what's going on. You need post out. There's no way around it. You need that. And they are just like they want to be ballers, but don't want to be ballers.
Yeah, I mean, you said that. So, all right.
That-
Okay, so what are you currently using to drive, leads into your business? Like, how are people following? How are people finding you?
Word of mouth and social media, but a lot of referrals from like I said, the surgery groups. But I'm on social media. I'm the backpack. That's THE_BAC_PAKK on Instagram.
So, all right.
And
So, fix your name up there, so they can just follow you.
oh, it ain't. Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
will. I
And
gotta
then,
go into
then what I
settings.
was gonna say to you is that what I was gonna say to you is that I think that two things would really help you. I think
Tell
one,
me.
I think one is if you created let's say a guide, you know what I'm saying, like a short guide, like um, ooh, I don't know, she might be coming back. I don't know, she lost service. I'm about to get in crazy. You guys know how I do here, so drop it in the chat if you have any questions or any comments on the backpack because she was actually giving a lot of truth of what is actually going on in the post-op situation when women are getting or men are getting these services and they have no idea what they are stepping into. You know what I'm saying? As far as I want this body or I want to do these things, I want these enhancements or whatever the case may be. I want to look beautiful or whatever the case may be, but they don't know on the other side of it, what they need to be prepared for. Because when she says something like it could take up to um, 6 months externally, and then um, 12 months internally. I mean, that's a that's a big commitment for someone to make. And then it just made me think about, if this person is someone that has a hard time committing to things, you know, it may be very hard for them to commit to what they need to do to make sure that post op they have a successful journey to achieving, you know, what they want to achieve as far as physically looking how they want to look. Um, so that's a whole nother thing. So I think backpack can definitely provide a lot of value. Just sharing with people the real, actual ins and outs of the situation. Like, what do they need to prepare for? I think that would be great for her. So hopefully she can get back on. We can provide some more value to her. We are coming up on the hour in like 10 minutes. So let me see. Hold on. Trying to get it back on the stage. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna send her a brand new link so she can get access, and then we can bring it back on because I definitely want her to take advantage of these gems. So give me a second. Bring it back on. Um. So yeah, you know what? I'm really enjoying Take Action Fridays. Like we're bringing some real people on, And it's really just another level of how we are providing value on the Imperfect Action Show and in real time. Like we do this 100% for free. Like we're not looking to get anything from it other than to really hurt people. If people want to get into products and they want us to help them in other areas, then we will, right? But when it comes to this podcast, when it comes to the show, we are not looking to do anything but provide real live solutions to problems in areas for people in their business, right? And on their entrepreneurship journey. So that's one thing I'm super excited about and happy about. Um, and listen, take action Friday was really a good idea. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like it's just another way that we can get intimate with our viewers and stuff like that. So I already know that once the word gets out more people are gonna want to jump on and get these questions answered, right, about their business, or just get real life coaching, real life strategy in real time, right on the podcast. So hopefully she jumps back on while we have some time. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm a super interested in that. Super interested in that conversation. Um, but yeah, bring me back to where we were in the beginning of the episode, right? We were talking about what people were doing this weekend and how you can use the weekend to really expedite your growth in business. And a lot of people start to take their foot off the gas when it comes to the weekend and start to wind down when it comes to the weekend. But um, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that at all. I know you're not, because if you do that this weekend, what you're really saying is that you're not trying to get ahead. You're not trying to do what it takes for you to go to that next level. And I know that you guys want to go um, to that next level. I think she's having some technical difficulties to jump back on, so we may have to move the conversation with Nurse B to Instagram later on today, or even TikTok live or something. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Can't get on. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. I want to. You know what? What we'll probably do is we'll probably bring her back on and have this conversation for you guys, because I definitely want to make sure that she's able to get more value, and then ultimately, um, we'll probably do the IG live, because I think that'll be dope. Because I definitely want her to get this strategy and implement it in her business. All right, guys. Look, that's been another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. You want to make sure that you take advantage of this weekend to do 10%, 15%, 20%, 30% more in your business and get ahead. So then when money comes around, you're already ahead of the competition, and you already took some key steps forward into securing that next client or the next 10K, 20K, 30K month, or whatever the case may be, right? It's all possible. You just have to think a little bigger, think a little greater, and have some good people around you. I would say that 100%. So again, this episode is sponsored by the Imperfect Action Con, coming up August 19th and 20th in Los Angeles. You definitely want to make sure, right, that you click that link below. It's going to be in the caption, and that you grab your tickets, right? Tickets will not be around. They are moving pretty fast. I appreciate all you guys for tapping in. We will see you on Monday for the Imperfect Action Show. All right. Talk to you soon. Peace.